Okay, Math 1, 5A.5, writing arithmetic explicit formulas. So in the last one, we talked about recursive formulas, and a recursive formula looks something along the lines of a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 plus the common difference. Now this one here, we want it to be to where we could plug in and we could find a sub 100 really quick. We could find the 100th term without having to add whatever it would be. So let's look at number one and let's first find our common difference. So I'm thinking it's -5. Yeah, every time we subtract 5. So here's a little bit of a formula that we're going to have to use. A sub n equals a sub 1 plus the common difference times n minus 1. And so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to plug in a sub 1 and we're going to have to plug in the common difference. A sub 1 is 1, right? That's the first term. Our common difference is -5, and then we have n minus 1. All right, let's talk about what this means. How did this formula come about? Well, here we've got the first term, and then you subtract 5. And how many times you subtract 5? You subtract it one less time than you think you should, right? That's what this means. One less time than you think you should. So let's look at this. Up here, the -9, that's a sub 3, right? Because that's the third term. Now, how many times have we subtracted 5, though? We subtracted 5 here, and we subtracted 5 here to get to -9. So we only subtracted 5 twice, but we're on the third term. That's why if we were to plug in a sub 3, you'd have 1 minus 5, 3 minus 1, which is 1 minus 5 times 2, right? This ending part here is where we get that green highlighted -5s. That's how many times we would subtract 5 there. All right, so that's how the formula came about. But there's one extra step that we have to do here. So let me just pull this guy down here. We get a sub n equals 1 minus 5 n minus 1. All right, the last part of it is that we're going to have to distribute that 5 and combine like terms. So I'll distribute the 5 to the n and to the -1, so I get a sub n equals 1 minus 5n plus 5. And then I combine like terms, I get 6 minus 5n, right? Because I had that 5 and that 1. And this is what CUDA is going to have as an answer for you. Okay. Now, if you look at all this work, you might say, well, that's way too much work, and it is. I did do some explanation in there. I'll show you number 2, and I think it'll be a little bit easier after that. All right, from -20 to positive 180, I added 200. From 180 to 380, again, 200. 380 to 580, 200. So my common difference is positive 200. A sub 1 is -20. So I have my formula, a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the common difference, n minus 1. Now all that I have left is just to plug in. This guy goes here, and this guy goes here. So I've got a sub n equals -20 plus 200 n minus 1. I distribute that 200, and I get -20 plus 200 n minus 200. I combine like terms, and I get -220 plus 200 n. That's it. All right, number 3. To get from 20 to 18, we subtract 2. 2, and 2. Yep, all three of them we got -2. So a sub 1, oops, not a sub n, a sub 1. A sub 1 is 20. The common difference is -2. So my formula, a sub n equals a sub 1 plus difference n minus 1. I just need to plug in. A sub n equals 20 minus 2 n minus 1. 20 minus 2n plus 2. 22 minus 2n. All right, number 4. To get from -6 to 2, I added 8. 2 to 10, you add 8 again, and you add 8 again. So we have a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the common difference, n minus 1. Well, a sub 1 is the first term, that's -6. The common difference is +8, and then our n minus 1 stays the same. So -6 plus 8n minus 8. This gives me -14 plus 8n. All right. And that there is about the shortest amount of work that you can do. You could probably eliminate this step whenever you write the formula, but you still need to have this one and this one written. All right, number 5. The first one I can see that we subtract 30. The second one, we subtract 30 also. It's a little bit harder to see. And the last one, it's easy to get to see, -30. So we have a sub n equals, I'm going to do it without writing the formula down. A sub 1, the first term, is 36. Our common difference is -30. And then we have n minus 1. We distribute out and we get 36 minus 30n plus 30. This is 66 minus 30n. All right, number 6. We are going to subtract. What are we subtracting? No, we're adding. Is it adding 20? Yeah, adding 20. So we get a sub n is a sub 1, which is -39, plus 20 n minus 1. So -39 plus 20 n minus 20, -59 plus 20 n. Number 7, here we are adding 8. So a sub n equals -20 plus 8 n minus 1. Right, and I'm talking about a sub 1 here, and my common difference is there. So I get -20 plus 8n minus 8, -28 plus 8n. All right, last one. I think we're going to subtract 4 here. Yes, we are subtracting 4. So a sub n is 6 minus 4 n minus 1, 6 minus 4n plus 4, 10 minus 4n. All right, and that's it. Make sure that you know the formula. A sub n equals a sub 1 plus the common difference n minus 1. That's the formula you need for here. This is, let me just write it here, this is the explicit arithmetic. Okay? You need to know that. You need to have that written down somewhere. All right.